Hey friends, welcome back to the house for another drink. It's been a little bit, but Dana and I have been busy with life and taking road trips and enjoying the toys that we spend so much time wrenching on. But the bottles are growing on the bar, and Dana is ever so kindly reminding me regularly that she's wanting to open some of them.
They're not made to just sit on a shelf and look pretty. They're made to be consumed.
I know, and I want them to. I do. So thank you for your patience. But seriously, we've been definitely wanting to get into some of these bottles, and now that we're back at the house and we're caught up on time, we're going to be able to get back into this, and I'm excited, especially about this one.
This one is special.
It is special, yes. This one, this review is actually as a way of saying thanks to our 100th subscriber, Alexander G.
Thanks, Alex.
Yes, thank you very, very much. When Alex subscribed, we actually sent him a custom engraved whiskey glass here, and he responded back with a picture of the glass and some of his favorite rum from Barbados.
So naturally, we took that picture and instantly went to go find out, can we get those rums in Ohio? And we can't.
And I was so bummed. I'm a lover of fan. A lover of fam.
You are a lover of fam. You love family.
I hadn't even started drinking yet. If you've watched any of our episodes before, you know that I am a fan of rum. So, we're very excited about this one today. Now, Dana mentioned that we could not actually pick this up. So when we happened to be on a road trip, we decided to stop in to a very large liquor store in Dana's search for a highly sought after tequila.
We'll review that in a different video.
Yeah. And y'all know that's her favorite. So while she was really weighing different decisions in that aisle, I wandered over to the rum aisle as I typically do. And lo and behold, they had some Barbados rum options. And one of the customers there is actually a member of a local whiskey club, and he recommended that I go with this one. So that's what I did. And this one today is Doorlys 12-year aged Barbados rum. Now, this comes by way of Foursquare Distillery. It's a R.L. Seal & Company. And R.L. Seal is a fourth-generation family-owned business established in the 1920s. Now run by Sir David Seal and his son Richard, over a decade they grew from rum traders to rum distillers. Now in 1995 they actually took over an abandoned sugar factory, and by 1996 they had commenced to rum production. Pretty cool family story.
I wonder how Sir David got his knighthood. I wonder if it has anything to do with the rum trade.
I don't know. But when I was looking at their family history and the history of this distillery, there is so much there, more than what we can talk about in this episode. So if you're interested in this and some of the things that we share with you, we encourage you to go out and look at their family history because it is pretty cool.
So Doorlys and R.L. Seal, they have a number of different brands of rum, but only one type of fermentation. And this uses distiller's yeast imported from South Africa. They get most of their molasses from Guyana.
Yeah.
So
cool.
We're spreading continents now,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is pretty neat. Now, their two-step process is computer temperature controlled and progressed very slowly, and the molasses is added in the second step, very gradually, 20 hours. They take their time.
Yep.
And the rums produced there are all a blend of pot and column stills. So it's an unconventional setup with parts fabricated in Scotland, Italy, and Barbados.
Which is definitely a testament to what Richard is actually known for. He has a reputation for embracing technical, if I can get the word out, technological advances in distilling.
So that really makes sense, because typically what you would see at distilling companies is a pot still is used for one specific type of spirit, and a column still is used for a different type of spirit, but you rarely see them used in conjunction in the same spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So a pot still is going to keep a lot of those flavors of that molasses and sugar, and a column still is going to give you more of that neutral flavors, as well as boosting that alcohol content a little quicker. So this is really interesting for me to see. Now the rums here are blended before and after aging. So they're blending from pot to column still as it's going into the barrel, and then after it's aged, they're also blending it for their different brands. So all the casks are filled with various blends. There's not a single run being aged here. And the casks are filled with 65 to 80% alcohol in order to give greater wood extraction. Absolutely no additives ever. So all the rums are aged for a minimum of 2 years. So I guess they don't have that good old clear, unaged.
Oh, no. No, definitely not.
So our rum here, the Doorlys 12, is 90% aged for 12 years in Kentucky bourbon casks.
Exciting. That was pretty cool.
And the other 10% of this blend is aged for 12 years in a Madeira cask. So that sounds like a sherry cask to me.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So
this is supposed to be sweet, with a lot of different notes. So I'm very excited to pop into this one. You ready?
oh, yes.
Yeah, I am too. This is definitely long overdue. On that
Bourbon right away.
Yeah, the bourbon smell.
I'm just hit with the smell of bourbon cask.
Which is throwing my mind for a loop, because I'm expecting more of that sweeter rum smell, but the bourbon hits me first. But then the more I smell it, then I'm smelling more of the cinnamon, some vanilla, definitely more of the sweetness.
I'm getting a lot of alcohol notes.
I'm ready to taste it. You ready?
I'm still trying to figure out where you're getting cinnamon from.
It's right as soon as you smell it. The more you're smelling, you're catching more of that alcohol notes. But just right away, I get some of the cinnamon.
Okay, there's the spice. I have to waft it a little bit.
Yeah, don't put your nose all in it for sure. Cheers.
Cheers. To Alex.
Yes, to Alex. Thank you.
Wow. That is different. It's like you're smelling the bourbon going in, and as soon as it hits your tongue, it's smooth, it's not burning, and it is rum.
I was going to say the same thing. It's crazy. Your nose smells the bourbon, but your palate tastes the rum. And it is very smooth. I wouldn't say overly sweet, like spiced rums typically would be.
Right. So the sweetness is not overly sugary. It just comes from the fact that it's rum and it's made from a sugarcane product.
Yeah. Wow. This is a real good sipping rum. Now I can see why the picture that you had just had rum in it. I wouldn't want to mix anything with it. I'm a fan of like rum and Coke, but I wouldn't want to put any Coke in this because it doesn't really need it. It's totally a sipping rum.
This is definitely a very good sipping rum. This is one, I think I can confidently say that this would make one hell of a chocolate cake.
Ooh. Yeah.
I've got a recipe that I put rum in chocolate cake, and this would really take it up a notch. So what was the price point for this? How expensive does that make that cake?
This, I think, was less than $40. So, right along our average that we like to spend on bottles. And I was actually pretty surprised at where it was for 12 years aged.
I think I remember that. So, road trip?
Another one. Yeah. And this time we'll experiment with the other Barbados rums that they have.
And we'll pick up a bottle of this, because chocolate cake.
Yes. Well, thank you all once again for joining us. Post up a comment if you've had any of the Barbados rums and what's your favorite. We'd love to be able to pick that one next and try it out and see how it compares to the Doorlys 12.
Please, let us know.
Yes. Thank you all once again. Take care. Stay safe. We'll see you next time. It's crazy how it throws you for a loop.
It's like that Two Med.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.